Hey guys, on this episode, I'm excited to be speaking to Zima Anderson live from the virtual Body Science studio. Head to Coles to purchase your Body Science supplements. Hey guys, welcome back to Jordan's Room. I'm here with my girl, Zima Anderson. How are you, boss? How are you?
I'm so good, sir. I've been working, vibing out, and now I get to chat to you today. So she's a good day.
Yeah, thank you. We've been chasing this for a minute, but what have you been up to?
Working.
Just
Neighbours
working?
is like, yeah, we don't stop.
Yeah, I know. So talk me through that. How does that all work? Like, is everyone on like a real tight schedule? Is there I know there's a lot of kissing involved on the show. Is there any physical interaction? Like what's going on there?
There is. I have to get a COVID test shoved up my nose every single week.
Oh, really?
Every week. And because I'm in a relationship. Are
you guys in like a bubble?
We're in a little bubble. I'm in a relationship on the show, so we always have to be yeah, it's chill. You can kiss me, whatever. We have to do it every single time, but we still have to wear masks all the time and choreograph when we're gonna kiss each other. And if you don't want to, if you think that person's got COVID, then meh. But we're the luckiest people in the world because we're just grinding.
Yeah,
I worked 12 hours a week. No, 12 hours a day last week.
So do they try fit it all into one day, or is it still spread across and you guys come in here and there?
It's kind of spread across, but literally last week was 12 hours a day, Monday to Friday. Man, we were crammed.
That's crazy. That's crazy. And who's still on the? Is all the old boys still on there? Is Benny still cruising, still going hard?
Yeah, he's vibing. He's doing so
good. I need to get him on, man. We should have done this together. Actually, it would have been funny as. And
Richie,
apart from that, you got? No, I haven't. I didn't meet him, but obviously, sort of just here and there. But Benny was saying he's a really good guy when he came on the show and whatnot. So he seems like a cool dude.
I think you guys would vibe so much. He's such a legend.
Oh, really? Man, I'd love to get him on for sure. So what else has been going on? Are you guys in a bubble outside of the show, or is it?
No, see, I feel like you're not allowed to because obviously we see so many people, but I've got one of the gals on the show, Gemma Donovan, if you know her. She's another blondie. Yeah. Sickest chick ever. She's my bubble and we both live alone. So we just make cocktails every weekend together and just relax.
And how long did they announce how long it's going to be yet?
Our lockdown.
Yeah. Who knows?
Even if they announce it to me, I don't trust them. I don't trust them at all.
They've broken the trust, man. They've broken the trust. Yeah, it's like that ex-boyfriend that you take back and then he plays up again and then you take that and then you just I get it.
I'm in a toxic relationship with COVID.
With COVID, yeah, exactly. What else has been going on in the show? Is there any goss that you can provide, or because how does the process work? Do you guys record 6 months ahead, or how does that all go down? If you're allowed to speak about it, I don't know.
Don't you get me in trouble, okay? Don't get me in trouble.
No.
I've got they've got 3 months in the bag, I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
with Neighbours.
Cool.
So everything's 3 months ahead of time. So I know what's coming up for the start of next year.
Right.
I know everything. I've got all the gossip here. And there's some good storylines involving moi. So
okay. Exciting stuff.
I would watch near that time, Christmas, start of the year.
Oh, okay, Christmas, start of the year.
And yeah.
That's when all the juicy stuff pops up, eh? Around the end
definitely.
Of the year.
Christmas time and New Year.
Right. I'll tune in. And how long have you been acting on Neighbours? Obviously for people who might not know, how long have you been on the show?
I've been on the show now for 3 years. It's my 3rd year now.
Yeah. And what's the craziest thing that you've experienced while being in
Roxy?
Acting wise? Fucking, how sort of even emotionally, even starting, was Neighbours your first gig?
Neighbours wasn't my very first gig, but it was my first speaking role ever. like ever.
Oh, shit.
And so I just got thrown into the deep end. But I mean, I've been planning it since I was like 13 or 14. Like that was my goal, is to get on Neighbours, to like then rocket my career into the film and television industry. But I started out, like, my first ever role, I died on Miss Fisher's Modern Murder Mysteries. Like, I got electrocuted. It was fabulous. So good.
Oh, I think I've seen that in your story, actually. Like one time, I was like, what the fuck?
That's my first ever job. I just rocked up on set and they were like, hey, can you like shake in the water? You just like fall off something. I'm like, great.
Yeah,
give me that money. I'll do it.
Yeah. Oh, sick. So, and like when you first like jumped on Neighbours, and like when was your first dating scene? Like when was your first, like, this is your boyfriend? Because I know you guys find out in advance, like how was that whole experience, like first kissing someone on scene? And you know.
It was odd, and I mean, you expect it as an actor, and it's just how things are, I guess, but Roxy kissed a lot of people when she first started the show, so she didn't get a boyfriend. She had a boyfriend when she first started. Like, I'm pretty sure a character came in and they brought in a guy to work with me at the same time. So I had a boyfriend when I first started, and then in the first like 3 months of working on the show, I'd kissed
Play-up season.
Yeah, I kissed like 3 guys. I kissed Paul Robinson, man.
Oh shit!
Not even kidding you.
Holy shit!
I know.
No judging. No judgment. That's a tick on the bucket list, I think.
Exactly. Like, who can say that they've kissed Paul Robinson?
Yeah, exactly. So like, I don't know what's going on, how long you've got left with Neighbours, or like what's your goals there, but do you see yourself, like, are you able to act outside of Neighbours, like on a movie or anything like that? Is that?
It depends. There's some things that you can do in the future. Also, like, it depends when your storylines are at. Like, obviously we work full time, which nobody ever expects. Like, I feel like as an actor, if I say I'm an actress, everyone's like, oh, that's really cute.
Yeah.
Like, do you work though? And I'm like, yeah, I do, like, full time, bro.
It's like, actually long hours, man. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. And you guys, and it's like when you get home too, it never ends, right? Because you got to read the scripts and you got to remember them, and then you got to, you know. So
it's like 6 to 6, and then like 10 scenes to learn, like the next day.
I could not act out a scene, to be honest with you. When they're like, all right, you got to get into character. And I'm like, whew, okay, all right. Yo, what's up? Like, I just couldn't do it.
As an actress is.
Yeah.
Like, if I go, yeah, I'm an actor, everyone goes, oh, so you can cry. And I'm like, well, yeah, but if I've got something to cry about, I can cry. But like, I'm not just gonna whip out tears now. And they're always like, go on, cry. Like, you can do it.
Cry. Yeah. You're like, I've even done this on like a drunk. I've got a drunk nights with the boys, and you know, even we'll be like, okay, cool, let's put a scene out there and like act through it. And I'm like, okay, sweet. And they're like, your mum's just died. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why does it always go straight to death? They're like, okay, cool. You just got into a car accident. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, you know, oh man, I just can't do it. So hats off to you guys. Hey?
You're 2 jokes. Like, you just,
I know.
All the way.
Honestly, one of my favorite, like, the guy on Neighbours that I genuinely love seeing, because I know who he is off the screen, is Benny. Like, just the way he can, like, you know, get into his character and whatnot is just sick. Like, obviously you guys all kill it, but I think just because of the character he is in real life, I'm like, man, this guy's killing it. But
he's a legend, so talented.
And his dancing as well. Hey, oh yeah. I would say you're my favorite, Benny. Who else is I've honestly, all you guys like that I met when I was down there, it's like you guys are all cool, like, and it's like a little family too, which is pretty cool to see as well.
It is. I'm like
Benny,
the mama
Benny T as well. He was cool. The mum.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Crazy bunch, actually. Really fucking crazy bunch.
We are quite crazy. I am the mama of the group. Like everyone comes to my house and I cook up dinners for like the boys and like the gals.
Yeah.
You know.
And okay, so after say like in the future, do you still do like acting classes and stuff now, or is you just so full on with Neighbours? You're always involved in acting, so you're always learning new things.
I'm always learning. Like Neighbours is the best classroom I've ever been in, ever. Obviously coming from nothing and doing nothing and like having to speak on camera and no cues and no like the lingo. But the thing is, on each set is different. Like each set you step on, they use different words to describe what you're doing. So it's always changing. But like I do acting classes or like American dialect classes and stuff like that on like accents and that, which is fun. But
give us something. Give us something. Give us a little something.
Are you ready?
Yeah,
what do you want
ready.
me to say?
Okay. Say, like you're just got home to your boyfriend and you're just like, I've had a stressful day. Please just give me some space. That type of vibe.
Okay. All right. So I just had a really stressful day and my boyfriend has been really difficult and I can't tonight. So I feel like my voice kind of really changes when I'm American and it's like not very good if I just do it straight up.
Good. That's really good. That's really good. That's fucking amazing. Honestly, that's sick. That's sick. Do you ever find yourself like, I find when I get drunk, for some odd reason, my voice goes to like a UK vibe.
Yes, man. And Gemma is from the UK, so I'm always doing it. It's so rude.
Because my housemate back in high school, like we were together fucking years on end, every day, 7 days a week. And he's from the UK, so I find when I'm drinking, for some odd reason, I start going like, yeah, bro, and just talking like it's like I'm from the UK, and like people are like, what the hell? Is this guy Kiwi?
Yeah, always
from London.
You're weird if you do not put on a UK accent. If you're not from the UK, like it's odd. I will only date people who do a fake UK accent.
That's it.
Unless you're from the UK.
Have you ever just like had such a stressful week at work, and you're just like, holy shit, this is not for me, man. This is not for me because of how busy it gets.
Well, it does get really busy. It's more so like, I feel like I'm a creative person. Like I just love,
100.
I love that realm and
Vibing.
I'm always in it. And it's intense and I know you are too. So it gets a lot to bear. So it more so isn't that I get sick of it. It's just kind of like, I have to remind myself that I need to do something for me because obviously it's a 9-to-5 job and it takes away some of the passion. So I need to make sure I'm like taking care of my body and my mind, else it's just too much, like it's heavy hours.
Oh, 100%.
So I find sometimes it does get super stressful, and obviously being such a like up and down job, there's no one day that's the same. It's a lot.
And do you ever find if you're open to talking about it, say like relationships, do you if you've been in a relationship while you've been acting or seeing someone, have you ever found that you've mixed your acting life and person into who you are, but like without even knowing?
Like, I feel like when I first started the show, like I had a bit of an identity crisis, just like a tad, because when you first come out on the show, my character was so naughty, and I mean like Zima's naughty, but like she's naughty in the right ways and like personally, but people would come up to me in the street and be like Roxy, like you, I can't believe you did that, and I'm like, so people would talk to you like you're that person, and I'm like, I didn't do that, like that wasn't me.
Oh, that's like, just the act, man. That's just the act.
So it got really confusing, and I'd find that would implement kind of like in my relationships a little bit. But in all honesty, with the job, I was in a long distance relationship at the start of the show, and it ended for reasons. It wasn't my fault. I'm not taking sides. But we broke up.
Well, whose fault was it? Whose fault was it?
It was his fault. I joke. Like, he's a great guy, but like, it didn't go down very well. The long distance wasn't working for either of us, which is chill. And now since then, like I'll just date on the odd occasion, but I kind of don't have time. So really it hasn't implemented my love life because it's not existent.
It's a weird space, because you guys are always on the move. You're in, like it is a full-time job, and I just feel like it's like if someone doesn't understand how it works, and it just doesn't work, right?
Yeah. And if I have guys that kind of like want all of my time, which if I'm in a relationship, I definitely want to give someone all of my time, and that makes it difficult because it's like, like I start work at like 6, so I've got to get up at 5, and I finished work at like 8 o'clock last night, so I've got to learn my lines, and then the next day after that, like I got 6 to 6, and then I have to exercise, so it's like, shit, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're
I'm
going
trying to
early.
give you me, but I need me right now. Because
there'll be times like you guys go on for like an hour and then go home, come back, or like, you know what I mean? So it's all over the shop. And what would your advice be? What would your advice be to, say, like an upcoming actor? Because obviously you would inspire a lot of females and females in the industry who are trying to, break out. And it is a tough industry because not everyone, gets an amazing opportunity like you have. What would your advice be for someone who's up and coming in the acting world?
That's a great question, Simi. I like your thinking, boy.
Thank you.
I think you have to be able to handle rejection 100%. But above that, I would say, I don't know if you know, I'm from Tassie, yeah?
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm from such a small coastal town. Like,
there's no acting coming out of Tasmania.
No, I mean, there's good actors and actresses, but there's nothing going on down there. Like, the arts are good. So
did you relocate to like Sydney or Melbourne?
I relocated to Melbourne in the hopes that I would get Neighbours. So I was super ambitious, and everyone in my town would be like, what? Like, that's really cute. You want to be an actress, but like, are you sure? Because everyone like doesn't get a break. And I'm like, I don't care, because I'm doing it for love and passion. And it's something that like I guess the grind towards it is what I enjoy. So it doesn't matter if I don't get it or not. It's just like how I want to like live. So I would encourage people that like, if you really want something, just do it. Like, it doesn't matter what people say. And as long as it gives you happiness in this present moment, that's all that matters. Like, whether there's a goal in the future, great. And you can set goals, but it's what's happening now. And if thinking about being an actress is giving you happiness, great. If it changes in like a year and you want to do music, it changes. Just like go with the flow and make sure you back yourself 100%.
Yeah, I love that way of thinking. And it's a scary thing too when you're following like a passion and like something that you truly love, and you don't really see like a monetary thing, because acting, I feel like you guys are definitely lucky in the acting world, because it is consistent money, it's good money, and with acting, it sometimes can be have a gig here and maybe a movie here, or so grateful. Grateful season.
Grateful, always grateful. It's nuts. So it can be so crazy.
One of your biggest talents, apart from acting, is you are an amazing artist. And I just like, there's like, honestly, you're crazy. I love your artwork. The way that, even on your stories, you always give like little like sneaky hints here and there. You'd be like taking a photo of the reflection, and then like a piece of your artwork would be in the reflection. And I'm like, who's fucking painting this shit? And then slowly but surely, it just all came out. And I was like, man, you're sick. Tell us about your artwork. Like, how did you even start? Where did you start?
Bro, as I said before, I'm creative, and literally I can't do shit. Like, I don't know what I did yesterday, but everything that oozes out of me is creativity. Like, I'm a music fanatic. I love like writing and like poetry and like art and acting.
Me too.
Dancing, everything. And so I feel like it all stemmed from that. And like, I started painting when I was 17 or 18. And the only reason I started painting was because I'm obsessed with J. Cole. And I loved the way that like, he's kind of like he's a civil rights activist of our generation. Like, so he's like a poet in a way that like, it's catching people in a way that they
Love
don't.
that.
You know, like you wouldn't expect, you can change someone's mind if you listen to a song and they're bopping away, but they're actually getting like being taught facts while they're listening. Like
100.
you don't expect, music is so important. And so I just like felt so inspired by him that all I could do was just paint his face like so much. Like he was what I started with. I had, like, a painting.
Go show us. Do you have a piece? Do you have a piece there?
Yeah, I
surely.
do in my lounge.
Surely.
I'll take you.
Take me, please. Take me.
Flip it. This is, where is it? That's the very first painting I did of J. Cole. This is another one I did of him. And I've got like little like
oh, I love
everywhere.
that. I love that.
But
where's that one of the mirror? There was one in the mirror.
Yeah, so that's my I stopped painting because of acting. I'm taking you for a tour around my house right now.
Please.
I stopped acting for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I randomly came up with, I wanted to drop an exhibition, which is so funny that you say I'm showing all these pieces, but I am like that. Like I've shown people nothing of what I've done at the moment. And I was meant to drop an exhibition in September. So it's like, I like people thinking, shit, like she's a good artist and it looks like it's come from nothing, but I've been grinding slowly and like.
No, yeah. I've been watching it over a minute. Yeah.
So I've got these pieces that are ready for an exhibition that's meant to happen in September, but I'm thinking probably October now, and I'm painting on clothes and stuff, but like I'll flip it now. Here's a few that are just in my sunroom.
Sick.
That I just kind of like.
I love that. I love those pieces.
I've got like mirrors and clothes and shit everywhere. Like these are some of the stuff that I've done as well. That's
oh
me,
my god, that's amazing. I love, honestly, I fucking love you. Love your artwork. So
thank you.
Yeah, cool.
I'm so proud of it. That's something as well, I guess, that I'm addicted to, is like I'm having little passion projects like that. Like these mirrors mean so much to me, and I'm so excited for people to see it, but it's not time yet, you know? Like I've got to wait.
I know what you mean. And that's funny that you say that, because for me it was like I started painting when I was in Melbourne around the time I met you, and it was more.
You didn't even know I painted then, surely.
No, I didn't actually, and it was so funny because I would just paint for like nothing, like just to sort of just clear my mind. And what's the feeling like? I could literally have like a big canvas in front of me or whatever it may be, or even like a blank hoodie, and I'll literally just get lost in my mind and just start drawing or painting, and I'll sit there for like hours on end without even thinking like about anything else in the world. What's the experiences that you have?
Kind of similar. I feel like maybe it's an ADHD thing. I don't know if that's kind of like sneaking in that direction as well. It's kind of like
I'm crazy.
My mind's always buzzing, you know, always doing things. And I'm kind of like the same. But I feel like even some days with my painting, like I love to put my music on and have wine and just have me time. And like painting, even with acting, it is like that. But obviously it's difficult at work because everything happens so fast. But painting seems to be the only thing, I'm sure you feel the same way, that I sit down when that music plays and I start painting, I have no thoughts in the world. It's just all just like comes out. And I feel like with these mirrors as well, they're important because I usually interview the people that I'm painting. And so then I get their music taste and I like do little videos of them, and then I write down all the music that I think reminds me of their energy as a person. Wow. And so it's just like this whole experience that like it just feels, I feel like, how to explain it would be,
is it like an out of body experience?
Yeah, painting feels like a prime example of the present moment. Like you can't be anywhere else when you're painting, if that makes sense. 100%,
you know, 100%.
It's just
I totally
it's magic. And even on days I'm like, I don't want to paint, and I do want to paint, but like I feel like I'm not going to do a good job, so I like step back and I'm like, maybe I won't do it right, blah blah blah. Once I sit down and do it, that painting that I did recently, I did that in over 2 days in a total of like an hour and a half. Like I'm such a fast painter, but I'm like so honed in, and it's like the best thing in the world. And every time I finish a piece, I step back and I go, why the fuck did I ever doubt myself? Like this is great. Like I had a fun time.
Yeah. I've felt, and I don't know if you have experienced the same thing, but I started on this like really small, tiny canvas, and then every time I do another painting, I was like, shit, this canvas is too small, too small, too small, too small, too small, too small. And now I'm the biggest one I've done is I think it's like 3 meters by 2 meters, and it's like I think so. This I don't know if you've seen it. I've got this half goat, half cow painting at home. I actually fucking love it, and I've had a few offers on it, but I just love it too much. I can't let go of it.
Do you find that hard? I find it so funny. Like, I've been planning to do this exhibition. One, before I say this, I'm in love with your art. Anyway, next question. But I want to do this exhibition. I'm making all these pieces to sell and all these items of clothing that I'm like revamping, like vintage stuff and like bags and stuff. But like every time I make something, it's like the process of painting and process of art becomes such a personal thing for me that like I'm like, no, this is my baby now. I'm like, I can't go. But it's like this art, you've got to give it to other people for them to
100%.
Anyway. That's so hard, man. Like
no, it is so hard. It is like sometimes
I'll show you something in my bedroom that I like.
Yeah, 100. I'll look at a piece and I'll just go, holy shit, that's gonna sell, but I fucking love it.
I know my bedroom's dark right now, but I have this giant, like I found this old oh god, it looks really bad in here. I'm gonna go back in good lighting before I show you.
Okay.
But there's like old tapestry that I found, and then I loved it, and it had like some print over the top, and I took the print out, and underneath was like one of those like fabric paintings, and it was so beautiful. And then I painted over the top of it a motivational quote, so I'm like, I want it every time I get up out of bed, and it's like ginormous, but it's just like beautiful.
Oh, that's sick.
It's like this old school tapestry that I've like painted like butterflies, and like I made like one of them like a devil and a geisha girl and a beautiful lady with like just like make it, because they were all old white people. I was like, this is boring. Gave it to like Air Forces, a mermaid,
sick.
And it's just like massive, beautiful.
That's amazing. I love that. I actually love that.
But yeah, so
is that the room that you paint in? Is that sorry, that sunroom is where you paint?
Yeah, that's my space.
Yeah, sick.
I
honestly
kind of messy.
I know. I painted.
Look at all the clothes I'm painting on.
Oh, sick. Yeah, I just started drawing on clothes. It's like a little obsession I have now. Where is it? Oh, anyways. Yeah, no, that's honestly, that's cool because
I have a story.
Yeah. I was just sitting there actually, and I was like, fuck, like I'm just gonna draw on this hoodie, and then then people were like, oh, when are these going up for sale? But then I'm like, shit, I don't want to sell it, and then you go chuck it in the wash and then it all comes out. I have no idea how to keep it on there, so I've been doing a little bit of research.
Have you got your shit? Because I only just recently found the best way to do it.
I've got so this is how my process worked was I got the Sharpies, and then I was like, okay, cool. You have to iron on it. And then I put it in the wash and I took it out and it was fucked. I was like,
no,
I just wasted 2 hours of my life. But how do you do it?
So I use acrylic paint and I mix it with a textile medium. And it's like this stuff that once you iron, it sets it. And so I've done a big load of some of my stuff, and it's all good.
It's all sweet.
And it's like acrylic paint. So you could mix it with technically you could mix it with some of your spray cans, I reckon, too.
Yeah.
Like, trust me, it's really good. Like, I painted on all sorts of things. Like, my favorite stuff is I like this to be like realistic. And I have this have you got a dog there?
No, that's my housemate.
Oh, I thought that was a bark. I was like,
no, it was a bark. It's a dog.
Oh, shit, bro.
Oh, sick. This
is it's like a leather jacket, and it's got like realistic kind of like eyes on it that are my own.
Wow.
And it says always got your eyes on my back.
That's so good.
And it's like
I love
like the back of like a leather jacket that, and I'm like gonna like personalize like things, so I could paint your eyes on a t-shirt but make it super realistic, you know.
Fucking I've got the worst eyes in the world. They're just like brown.
Don't say that to yourself.
No, I'm joking. I know. I'm joking. I look in the mirror every morning. It's fucking tell. I was just being humble. No.
You're just like, damn, who is that?
Holy shit, those eyes are fucking hazel. They're brown.
It should be on a t-shirt.
So it's honestly amazing to hear that, because when I paint, it's honestly like I just get lost in the sauce. I actually listen to Kanye West. I listen to his music. So good. Yeah, and St. John. I'm a massive fan of St. John. When I started painting was actually the time I came across his album. So, but I've always felt I actually haven't painted properly in a minute. But
it's important to take. I
think I'm almost there. Yeah, I think I'm almost there, just to like go and create some new shit. I think I'm going to paint this Saturday actually. So
do it.
I don't know. Now he's got me keen again. In my zone. I'm going to go do it right now.
It's so important that you take breaks.
I've taken a long break. But yeah.
I know you love Heartbreak Anniversary as well, which something in his voice.
Love it.
I just paint him every minute of my life.
I love Heartbreak Anniversary. Just not Heartbreak.
I love Heartbreak. It's great.
I love Heartbreak. That's it. I need to get my heart broken in order to paint. Back to the music. Sorry, onto the music. So I know, I know that you love music. What's your go-to sort of album artist? I know you said J. Cole, but when you're painting, who's your top 5, top 10? Top 5 or 10, if you can.
So the thing is, I'm such a playlist junkie. I'm also Apple Music, so if you're Spotify, don't judge me. I don't even care.
Just jump back forward.
Yeah, so I'm Apple and I make all of my playlists, and I have this particular playlist that's called the playlist, and it's my painting playlist. So it ranges from Johnny Guitar Watson, like back like old school blues, like Etta James, like all that kind of vibe.
That.
To, like,
I love blues
stuff.
I fucking love blues music.
Yeah,
like and Muddy Waters, Little Walter. Anyways,
yes, so that's what I love when I'm painting, and I just have too much of a range. Like sometimes a random like Meg Thee Stallion song will come on and I've got to like get down while I'm painting. Like
you're like, oh shit.
I love the range, and I love like the journey that my music will take me through painting. If I do want to paint something like serious, then I'm trying to think. Let me go look at it. Did you see that I disappeared just then?
No, yeah, that's fine. Just do your thing.
Let me see what the most
podcasting. Lockdown podcasting.
Lockdown podcasting. I love Tribe Called Quest. And Georgia Smith makes me paint like nothing else.
She is GOAT. She is the GOAT. Honestly, she gets me. She gets me going too, man. Honestly, her stuff is unbelievable.
So beautiful. I love Skepta's new album so much.
Yeah.
If you've listened, insane. It just everything. I love Rema. It's kind of like a bit of Afrobeat in there as well. And like I also love Latin music. I'm such a vibe.
No, same. No, honestly, I love country music, blues, I love hip hop. I love like old 90s music. Like I love any types of music, but it's just funny. I'll put on my playlist and I'll shuffle it, and it's just so strange. Like when a song comes on, like a Kanye song comes on, and then it swaps over to like Muddy Waters, and it's like a little bit sad. He's talking about like his wife, and I'm like, oh shit. And then like even the colors change and like the vibe changes. And sometimes I'm like, I fucking hate this painting. I hate this painting. And then I'll just cover the whole thing. And then
that's so great.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny.
The car.
Yeah. I've sorry, you go.
I love him only as well. And there was a point where I loved to listen to him when I was painting because he doesn't like stick to genre.
Yeah.
Like I find like Been a Minute, and then there's like songs that are kind of like heartbreaky, kind of blues kind of vibes,
Yeah,
but then there's like grungy punk stuff in like Dracula.
I'll get you to send me your playlist, so I'll put it up.
I've got mad range in music. I love, and I will admit, there's one thing I'll call shots to myself is everyone goes, you have like good taste.
You got
like,
good taste, yeah.
Like the randomest little songs that will be in there. Like I Am DVD, you know, her.
Yeah.
So good. And
you should check out if you do have time to jump on Spotify, because I run everything through there. But my Spotify playlist, Grouse A Few Reds, it's literally I'll use it for like painting or fucking just getting on the piss. It's just all like old school sort of late 90s, late 80s, early 90s type shit. So it's quite funny actually. Because people are like, what the hell? This guy's like,
I know, and that's if people come
listening
over
to Wake Me Up Before You Go.
I know, dude. Sometimes I'll like put on music if I'm drinking. If I do have a date or something, I'll usually go for the playlist because I'm like, it might have something that somebody might like, and it will go from like something so chill to like something the most randomest Latin song where you've got to get up and like samba, like it's the weirdest shit. You're like, what are you? Like, what hybrid of a human are you?
You can actually vibe off how you will be with someone off the music they play as well. Because like if I put on hip hop or if I put on like some old school music and then like Baby Girl's not vibing it and I'm like, oh shit, this is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. They're like, oh I don't like this song, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, I know. I get really passionate into it. I'm like, hold up though, let's talk about music. Why don't you like this?
Why don't you like this?
I'm such a creeper for like, let me show you something though that I like to work people out. And like, I don't know if you do the same, but if I have like the boys over or something, I'll like play music and there's some that I know they'll like this music. And then if there's another one that's come over, I'll play a different vibe. And some of them are like, you never listen to this music. And I look at them and in my mind, I'm like, it's because I cater to you, son. Like I'm entertaining you. This is and your music. You right every time.
Yeah. I get that. Well, hey, listen, to finish up on, sorry, I need your top 5 artists. Play top 5 artists to end the song.
Do this to me. There's too many top good people in the world. I really like Rema right now.
Rema?
Like a lot. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, brother, you're killing me. I've got to have to say Meg the Stallion just because I like to get down, you know.
Yeah.
Also, Skepta's up there for me too. Also, did you listen to Tyler the Creator's new album?
I dabbled in it. I don't really vibe his music, to be fair. Like I just don't like it. I don't like it at all. Okay, so I've got Meg the Stallion, Skepta. This is top 5 for you right now.
Oh, right now, you know that this is the hardest thing that anyone's ever done right now or asked me, because like, brother, this is hectic. What about who sings Ben Zimmer? There's a song that has my name in it. Odell? Is it Odell?
I'm writing it down. Write it down.
I've got it.
Last but not least, who is it?
Last but not least, we're gonna flip and we're gonna look in my little thing here.
Have a look.
We're looking. We've got to put a boss ass woman in because that's very important. Let's go to. I've got a playlist called So Spicy, so I'm gonna go in So Spicy and have a look what's in my So Spicy.
Okay.
Ooh, I do love Burna Boy though. Or Wizkid.
Oh, I do love him.
Nah.
I do love Burna Boy.
Actually, can I give you one that she's the biggest boss in the world and she's Australian? And she's not, I wouldn't say she's my favorite now because she hasn't put anything out recently, but if you haven't listened to her music, she's the biggest viber. Sampa the Great, off her tits.
Sampa the Great.
Yeah. Have you ever listened?
No, this is, actually.
She's from Melbourne.
I think I potentially have. I'll double check.
She's such a vibe. Listen to a song called Energy by Sampa the Great.
I'm writing it down.
I don't know if you like kind of like Afrobeat, but she's incredible. She's from Melbourne originally.
I'm into anything. Well. I'm into anything.
She's a vibe. And look, man, I hate that you've given me 5 because now I'm under pressure and I answered that very terribly. And I wish I could give you other things.
This is a fucking weird list, man.
I also like Party Next Door, brother.
Okay, I'm going to give you another 5 more, but it has to be off the top of the dome. Party Next Door.
The top of the party. Oh,
you keep going on your phone.
Because I have to.
You can't go off your phone if it's top of the dome.
No, because I listen to too much music. All spicy is good
top
too.
5, right? Top 10 now. Top 10, but you have to go top of the dome. Zim is cheating. Zim is cheating.
It is cheating. I'm cheating so bad right now.
You're absolutely cheating. All I have is Zimmer's iPhone on this thing.
Yeah, it's Zimmer's iPhone. And I'll go, okay, I'm back. Hey, what's up?
You're like, all right, top of the dome, top of the dome. I'm not going to look at my phone. You've just got another 5. All right. I'll give you 4 more. So you've put Party Next Door. You've started off. Hey, I'm not saying that I'm not saying these people are bad. I'm not saying, but I did say top 5 of all time. And you've really thrown in some. Okay, we're going to start again. Okay, we're going to start fresh. I'm going to give you one more chance because I'm not saying these people are bad, but I feel like you're top 5 all time. I don't want you to look back and go, I fucked up. Okay, so this is in any order. Top 5 all time, female, male, any genre. What is it? Off the top.
So J. Cole's up there.
I've got J. Cole down here. J. Cole.
You've got Rema. Rema's insane. He's a legend. You've got Sampa the Great. Sampa the Great is nuts. He's a legend. No, she. Oh my God. Terrible for me. I've got to say I'm addicted to Etta James though. Like she's up there.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Yeah. My brain's
last one to fucking end this on a high note, man. Come on. My eyes has changed. I just want us to front gate. Thank God you came. Come on, man. Come on.
I can't do it.
On a high note.
I can't do it. Simi, I can't do it. Okay, for all the people watching this right now, instead of giving top 5, how about you just message me for my playlist and this is what I'm telling you. I'm coming back.
Your fucking phone.
No, wait, because I'm doing something right now.
I'm so sorry, everyone. She keeps going on her phone and cheating.
I've got to say something because now this is only one of my playlists.
Yeah.
And this is my everyday playlist. It has 700 songs in it. That's one of my playlists. That's the one I always go to. My day-to-day playlist has 2,785 songs. And those are playlists. They're not even my songs. So boys and gals and whatever you want to do, if you want good music, just ask me to send you a playlist.
I
can't give you top 5.
I need to warn you now that potentially there could be like crazies who message you for your thing. So send me your playlist and I'll put it up.
Oh, bro. Okay, cool. Maybe you know what I'll do? I'll make you a playlist for you. I'll do it.
Make me a playlist, please.
I'll think about your vibe. I'll think about some things that you might like.
I love this.
And I'll send you a playlist.
I love this. All right, done. Deal. All right. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I'll end it before you hang up. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate your time. When you're in Sydney next or I'm in Melbourne, we'll link up and do like a face-to-face because that's always a bit of vibe. Maybe this is what I'm thinking, right?
Are we thinking the same thing?
We get 2 canvases. We get like a camera, podcast, paint, little fucking wine, and we fucking podcast while we paint. But like,
I'm sure that everyone would love that. I don't know, but
I think so.
I'm just gonna say,
and we can call it between 2 canvases.
That's
what I'm
nice.
That's what I'm
I like
thinking. That could be our podcast. That could be our future podcast.
Done. And we'll
All right,
make
man.
art, we'll talk smack and play music.
Done.